Well, what is going on, everybody? We are at, should we call this a secret Galloway lake? We're at the secret Galloway lake. I came out with Ray, and we are going to do our best to get after him. Last time I was here, we had a ball catching fish after fish after fish, so we'll see how it goes. What's funny is I haven't fished many big tournaments where you fish in the morning, and the only ones I've done are river tournaments. Like, I forget what I do in the mornings. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you, Ray? They're everywhere, man. I got topwater strikes. Solid bass. Dude, this is insane. These bass have never seen a bait. I'm almost sure of it. These offshore fish. All right. I didn't even feel that bite. That's two I've caught kind of out of this area. Got one. That one came in 10 foot. Average size. Just chilling up here. All right, we're gonna go hunting again with this. Switch over to a crankbait. See what we can get up to. I don't know how to use a crankbait at all, though. That's why I'm using it. Oh, man. I hit like weed stalks, and I think it's a strike, so I'll set the hook, or I don't even know if I'm holding the rod the right way sometimes. It's pretty fun. Oh, man. I do have a chatterbait. I haven't thrown a chatterbait all season. I did a lot of damage on a chatterbait last year, and I think I gravitated away from it just because it felt like everybody was using the chatterbait. People were bragging about it. People were talking about losing them on a chatterbait. So I just figured, like, fish has seen a lot of chatterbaits in its life, especially the jackhammer. So that's kind of why I stopped using it. It was just, I felt like fish were getting conditioned to it. And I don't know. I'm kind of happy I'd moved away from it so I could try other things. I think the spinner bait replaced the jackhammer for me this year. And actually, in some cases, I liked it a little better because I could throw way shallower with the spinnerbait than I personally could with a chatterbait. I know you can, But often I was getting hung up on a chatterbait up shallow because of the nature of it rolling when it hits something. When that blade in the front hits something, the chatterbait will roll, and the spinnerbait does too. But it's got the wire there to keep it from hanging up on anything. God, these are big carp. The other thing that I just thought of too is what I'm facing right now is you're not always going to make them bite with those moving search baits. You can. I mean, it's a good place to start. But if you've run the whole side of the lake like I just did with very, very few bites, it might be an indication that you have to just slow way down. And that's where Ray's technique might be more effective than me today, is slowing down and really trying to find these fish that don't want to bite. You know, they're not biting the crankbait, they're not biting the jerkbait, they're not biting the chatterbait. We had one on a swim bait, but it wasn't the greatest size. So, you know, a lot of people will get frustrated when they're not catching fish on certain baits, but you have to also know, okay, all of that is giving you some really, really important information about what fish want that day. So you got to take into account the depth and everything that you're using and say, okay, I've eliminated so many things in the first hour of a tournament or in the first morning or whatever it may be, and then you make the adjustments. If you can make those adjustments, those are the guys that I think are doing the best. It's the ones that are reading the day, making the adjustments, and they're not relying on, you know, what they did yesterday or what happened in practice or what happened in pre-fishing or what they heard other guys were doing. They just take in everything they're seeing, and it helps them be successful. So we're going to slow down on this curb and see if that helps a bit. Drop shot, maybe a Ned rig, and just go real slow. Sometimes they want it slow. And if you find them slow, sometimes you can get them to trigger a little bit better with other baits. But it's about finding them first and what they want. Oh, I don't know what that was. Yep. Came back and got it. This feels better. This feels like a better fish. Yeah, he's better. So there, moving slow. Got bit twice on that fish. Same depth, same 15-foot depth. I've been running a lot of different moving baits. But, you know, he wants it slow. So that informs me a little bit. They want something slower moving. They want to have a good look at it, you know. They're not exactly feeding, but you can still trigger them. Kind of want to try Ned rig. I haven't thrown a Ned rig much either this year. I used a Ned rig a lot in my first season. Just seemed to catch a lot of fish, and it seemed to catch a lot of the bigger fish for me. There's one. So maybe a Ned rig would be a good idea. This is a good fish too. Real good fish. There you go. Not bad. Pretty. Maybe that Ned rig would come into play. It just goes to show you how sometimes, you're using your search baits or you're really cruising around the lake moving really fast. Sometimes it's better just to take that moment and realize, all right, it's not on, and slow down. Well, let's give it a shot. If my gut's telling me to move slow, let's see what a Ned rig does. All right, so there goes the Ned rig. What'd I say? Moving slow with the Ned rig, moving slow with the drop shot seems to be the trick today. It's not the size we're looking for, but if we are catching them like this, it's a good indication. There's a bite. Now I think we found a couple. The other nice thing about fishing offshore, mark where your kayak is, and I'm throwing at that island. And that way you can remember not quite where the fish are in that sense. You're not marking that. You're marking where your boat was, and you can throw at certain targets on the shore, and that will help make sure that you're casting in similar areas. So, I've caught 2 off of similar casts here. Boat's positioned, I'm throwing at the white house over there, and that last one came when I was looking over there at that island. So if the wind blows me off, or I'm fighting a good one and I get off the spot, that can help you get back to where you need to be. There he is. This is a good one. Came off that same spot, man. There's 3 off that same spot. There you go. Look at that. Top dead center, man. Right in the top of his mouth. Oh, yeah. How about that for a fish? On the Ned rig. Pretty fish. Let's get him back. Bit. $15 feet. Now, if I knew how to do this, I would set my graph to color change at 15 feet. So I could run around the lake and just hit this same depth and see if it works. But they're here, man. Oh, that's a decent fish. Oh, he's caught up. He's caught up in my stuff. There's another one. Same depth, same range, same bait. Just took us a little time to dial it in, and they're here. Bait. Man, found a school. Oh, he came off. Shoot. That felt like a better fish. I mean, it's probably 16, 17, but man. Ray, are you on him? Come over here. I found a school. You got a Ned rig? You got the Ned rig? Come over here. I've caught like 10. I've got like 15, 16s. I'm on again. They're all at 15 feet, like right in here. You see what I'm saying? Better one. Real good one. These are on the fall, but I've been hopping it like a tube, I guess. I'm on a black Ned rig. How about that? Yeah, there's some good pike. So you can see on your map, it like comes across like this little bowl. Like if we're like right on the 15-foot drop. Ray, come on now. Come on now, Ray. Reel him. Get in there. This is a freaking good one. Let me back up. Oh, dude, this is a tank. Stay on, bud. Stay on. Holy God. This is a 17, 18. No. Oh, yeah, dude. What's up? He got off! No! I've got the net right there. I thought I didn't bring it. Oh, my. I thought you were talking about your net.
No, yours.
Oh. Freaking donkey. Goose. Turkey. That was it, Ray. That's the one you come out for, and I missed him. I weeded through the entire school for that fish. Man, I should have switched to this hair jig when I was on him, but we'll see what happens. I can't believe I lost that 19, 18, 19. Unbelievable. Stupid. Fool. Idiot. Ah. God, Palenz is better than you, Culbertson. Freaking biggin', dude. Woo! That's how you do it, baby. That's on the hair jig, man. Choked, bro. Choked it, man. So what I'm doing now is I'm throwing this hair jig into where this school was, where it kind of died after we caught that big fish. And Seth Fider recently did a video where he's saying, chuck it out, let it drop, 2 or 3 quick cranks, and then let it fall again. And if they're there, they're going to smack it. And that fish ate it. Ugh. Boat flip. Dude, the hair jig. A bucktail hair jig. Do you want your net? No, I got it. Finally. And he came off. And he came off. There he is again. Come on. There we go. Net up, net up. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Oh yeah, I love that. I think one of the major differences that I'm doing here is so I think one of the major differences that I'm doing with this bait is that I'm cracking it like a tube. And what it does is it doesn't move much on the bottom, but it hops a ton, gives it a ton of action in its place. Let's leave this school of 14s and go try to find something else. It's up over at that seawall. And on the left side of it is a stump field. So that might be a cool place to check out. I think they're on craws on the bottom. So normally in a tournament setting, I would say don't leave fish to find fish. And I truly believe in that rule. But when you're practicing, find fish. Practice as much as you can on them. For there, I was using a Ned rig. Now, go out, find a different situation. Like Ray and I might hit docks here. And part of the cool thing about fishing with another buddy is people have different strengths. They see things you don't see. And, Ray is really good at dock fishing, I think. So he's got a lot to teach me, especially the wacky rig. Bang! Got nailed. Got nailed. Oh. They are on this Ned rig, dude. The same Ned rig? They must be eating a little crawfish or something here. I mean, they don't want anything else right now. That was 15 feet. Really? Wow. Whoa! This might be a pike. I was not ready for that hit. Nope, just a beast. Just a giant. Get the net, says Ray. Oh, yes. On the jerkbait. In 25 feet of water. That's that. The Gamakatsu G Finesse trebles, man. Let's go. So to recap, I mean, we came out here, we tried a bunch of different things. We were moving pretty quickly in the morning. And it wasn't until we slowed down that we were able to dial in what these fish are doing today and exactly really what they want, you know? And kind of where they are. Basically, anywhere you go to 15 feet, there's a fish. This is a good one right here, so let's not mess around with them. Really good run there. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. This guy ain't moving. Just tire him out, man. Just tire him out. We do not want to lose this one. Just as I was saying, this is the pattern, man. That's the pattern. 15 foot, nice and slow. Oh shit, he's in the weeds. He's out of them. Don't jump. Jeez, man, jeez. I hope he's a good one. I mean, he looked pretty good. I want to take him to deep water, though. Not into these weeds where he can get off. Whew. Good fight on this one. 7-pound line. There we go. That's a heavy fish. Good fight. He was not coming off, though. Well, I don't know. That came out a little easier than I had hoped. But, there you go. There you go, Ray. That's probably 17. Good fish. Drop shot. Guess the depth. You know what depth. There you go, man. Really nice fish. So heavy. All right, guys, the audio is gonna die, so you won't get much narration from me, but I'm still gonna keep the GoPros running. So it's good to see you. Peace. Big head. What did I tell you about the tube, man? There you go. On the tube, man. On the tube. On that school again. Cast. Back out there. Unbelievable. Ray, you better get over here, man. Let's go. Back on him. We're back on him. Oh, yeah. Gone? Oh, this is a good one. Don't forget the net, you turkey! He almost jumped. You can't go down, come back up. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. What did I tell you about the tube? Smacking that Ned rig around. Throw a tube down there. Upgrade that size, baby. Good bass stuck in my drive. He got stuck in my pedal drive. That's scary. Well, folks, that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and keep on keeping on.